What's happening?
So, like I said in the intro, man, you have been busy, like real busy. You promoting the hell out of songs on SoundCloud. You got the album out, Party Demon.
Oh, it's not out yet.
Okay, it's not out yet.
Oh, no.
Not yet.
Not yet.
But you've dropped some nuggets.
So, I wasn't going to tell this because I don't tell the right hand what the left hand is going to do.
Okay.
But I was actually going to drop the album on June 16th, the first day of Pride.
Right. And then you realize that Jay and Beyonce did, and you're like, nah, that's dumb. No,
well, I didn't pick up on that shit until it actually dropped, and then I had analyzed it.
Dog, I was sitting waiting for you to perform. I'm on Facebook, and people were like, new Jay and Beyonce album. And I was like, what the fuck? And then I went.
I got home and found that shit out.
Yeah.
It was like 9 o'clock, and I was like, whoa. Whoa, what's happening? I heard 8. Oh yeah, no, I'm about to shit a brick here in a second.
All right. So it's not out yet, but I know you've been busy. Like you said, you were just your last performance was at Pride.
Yes,
that was a big deal, man.
That was.
I saw it on Saturday. You performed with J Triple and Kayla Ray came through.
My big sisters.
That was dope, man. I'm not gonna try to pump you up too much, but that was a dope performance. You came out with a lot of energy, and I know that you had dedicated your performance to a friend of yours, right?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, you were coming out with a lot of energy, a lot of emotion.
Philip passed away.
Yeah, and the performance was crazy, man. It was really dope. A lot of people was feeling it, and it was a great opportunity, obviously, because you had a lot of people there. But this wasn't your first time at Pride, correct?
I opened up for Pride last year on the first day.
Okay.
I had found out like 5 minutes. Okay, so plot twist. Kayla has been there. She was there last year in the audience, but not only in the audience, but like she was there from like 10 to 20 minutes before I had actually gone on stage. She was like, good luck, you're gonna kill this. She was like, I know you've never performed in front of this many people, but you got it. And she was backstage with me, helping me like calm down
And pump you up.
Right. And then 5 minutes before I go on stage, who was it, DeMarcio? Shout out to DeMarcio. He was like, all right, you're opening, you're doing this, you're third. And I was like, what in the hell did he just say? She's like, you're opening. That's a good thing. I was so nervous.
Kick the party off. That's how you got to do it, right?
I loved it.
Hit him in the mouth.
I'm an opener and a closer, but I'm also in the middle.
All right. I got you. So, yeah. All right. Party Demon, it's on the way. Do you know when you're going to really officially drop it, or are you waiting to, like, feel it? Like, what's stopping? Is it completely completed? Or is there, like, more tweaks to it?
Okay. So I'm still in the process of recording, doing some re-recording. It's just, this album is so fucking not, like, I don't want to give too much away, but it's some of the hardest music that's just coming out. And I'm speaking on, like, some tough shit, not only in my life, but since I've been producing the album, living the album, and then hearing other people's stories, just like working with people or just in a car, in a lift or whatever, and hearing people's stories. It's music that people need to hear in a world of everyone glorifying drugs and like this hard party lifestyle. I'm like, look, party, and people don't know that I didn't just create Party Demon. I didn't just create all these different characters. Whatever. These are parts of myself.
Okay.
So Party Demon is a part of me that actually showed up on my last album, and I didn't even know it until the other day when I was listening to it. I'm like, no, Party Demon's been around, you know?
Right,
this is the side of myself that's just can't handle reality, so uses partying as like an alternative to like cope, and like it's just partying is a destructive lifestyle if you don't know how to balance it or just party in moderation, you know?
True.
So
Okay. Well,
it's definitely on the way. It's just re-recording, mixing things, and also I study everything that I do.
Right.
So like half the time I'm sitting with it, trying to analyze it, building harmonies is not easy.
Okay.
Shit is hard.
I
grew up in church, but that shit is hard.
Right. So for the people that don't know you, and they want to, I guess, kind of get to know you, how would you describe the style of music that you're making? Or the best way you can. I'm not trying to pigeonhole you and be like, I am this particular kind of artist, but if you were to describe your music as a genre, what would you describe it as?
I used to rattle off every single genre that I do, and then my cousin was just like, stop. It was actually when I was in the process of like getting ready to record the album. He was like, you're experimental. He's like, literally everything you do, because He was on the shout out to David Bang, man. He was on he was on the Montbello drum line. So dude knows music, and he's a producer as well. He was just like everything. He was like, I listen to music. He was like, it's experimental.
Okay.
Because and it's true. I genre bend a lot. I throw different genres in. Like there was a song on my last album that was like, I was listening to Mick Jenkins, his song. I think it was I Can't Breathe. Like I can't breathe.
Sure.
And so like it had like this real jazzy vibe, but it also had like this funk vibe. And so like I just started producing. It was jazz, and then it was neo soul, and then I just switched it into hip hop.
Okay.
So it's just like I play around and dabble in so many different things. So it's just experimental. But then the way that I structure my songs is pop.
Okay.
So it's experimental pop, but not so much to the exact definition of experimental pop. Because you look up experimental pop, I hit it here and there.
Okay.
But it's in my own way.
I've seen you describe yourself as an anti-pop star.
I'm very anti-pop.
What's that about? Like you anti-establishment, anarchy, what?
Pop stars go with the grain.
Okay, you against the grain.
I go completely. I am a black dude who wears bodysuits. I show my ass on stage. I tell everybody to go fuck themselves if they don't like me. And I say, if you like it, I love you. Yeah. I really don't give a fuck what anyone has to say, think. And I do this for me. I make music for me. Everyone, especially in in the world we live in now, like people go to a studio, like rappers go to a studio, they have like 7 dudes with them for no fucking reason, just so they can be like, oh yeah, nigga, that was hot. Or that was hot.
Okay,
like,
bunch of yes men.
Why you need validation? I don't need validation.
True.
You know?
Right.
So I'm an anti-pop star. I don't
confidence.
show it. I don't, not confidence, confidence, definitely. It's like I don't tell the world what I do every 2 seconds in this world of the social.
He's speaking the truth, too, because my first experience with your music was at the Top Flight show. And you did. Your cheeks was out, and I believe you told the whole audience, suck my dick from the back if you don't like my shit. And they probably could have in the outfit that you had on, dog. I ain't gonna front. Man. Like, you was out there, son.
My boss,
Your boss was in the crowd?
Yeah, he wanted to be. So one of my bosses was like, oh, yeah, man, you did good. Like, they know how I am and how I dress, but one of them, he was just like, nah, bro, you got to back up. You got your dangling.
Right?
So
like, was your boss like, hey, dog?
I have pants on now. And he was like, oh, yeah. He was like,
totally.
Right, he's like, you fucked it up. You did a good job.
That's why I came and hollered at you before you went on stage. I was like, yo, dog, let's get this picture now because I have a feeling after your set, you know what I mean? Like, I don't need to be that close to anyone's cheeks, man. You know what I mean? So let's take this picture now. That's what's up, though, because it was dope, right? Like I told you, you really did captivate the crowd with your different style, and that's kind of partially why we brought you on, because you do something very different than what the hip-hop community or, local music community is used to. And that's kind of leading on to the next question that I have for you, because obviously I've seen on your social media, and you are not shy about it in any way, shape, or form. And if anybody can't figure it out by now, you were performing at Pride, right? But I saw you post something recently, and you was like, yo, I'm not bisexual, I'm not gay. You said you're pansexual.
Yes.
Can you explain very quickly what like pansexual is? It has nothing to do with frying pans, Dings. It's not cooking up
Someone
some eggs.
commented, they were like, I'm fry pan sexual.
Right, yeah. And that's just somebody that just likes food, man.
That's a food hair right
that
there.
Might
you
be
watch the
something
Food
I
Network at 3 a.m.
I might be
fry
pan sexual because I do like some food. But anyway, I'm sorry.
So people get mistaken because they automatically think I'm gay because I'm very feminine. I was raised around all women. So I have very feminine traits and characteristics. At the same time, don't let the fishnets in the boots fool you, nigga. Right. Don't let it fool you, nigga.
That was
this shit, we can get cracking. But so I'm not simply bound to like men or women. Like I've had a thing with someone who was actually trans, like a trans girl. So like I was with them from before when I met them at their. I keep saying there, like Jennifer. I met her.
Like it's like 2 people.
Right. I'm tripping. I'm sorry, I talk too fast. My brain talks faster than my mouth does. But I met her at her homecoming, and like second, I was like, fuck. Love that. It was such like a feminine power. And actually, my song "Feminine Power" is actually loosely about her in the second verse.
Okay.
But yeah, so like I was with her before she hasn't gone through her transition just yet, but like before coming out as trans. So I was there for both ends. Like we were just hanging out this past weekend. So
okay.
Also like I had a huge crush on a lesbian one time. Like I mean straight stud. Like I'm like, bro, like
All right.
We need to get it popping. You know, like there's just no limits to my attraction. Now, at the same time, I'm very picky.
Okay. Long story short, though, you like everybody. There's no limits to your sexuality.
Correct.
Okay, there you go.
Correct.
All right, well, so that leads to the question, right? Being openly pansexual, but you also working with other hip-hop artists, dabbling in that genre, do you get a lot of pushback, right? If somebody was to come see your show and see how you perform, see the costumes and everything that you rock in, do you get pushback from hip-hop artists like, yeah, dog, I don't know if I could work with you because you into the gay stuff or bi stuff or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, do you get pushback at all from that?
I actually really thought, when I first started out, like, that was kind of my goal, because I was starting out, like...
You were looking for pushback? You was looking for people to be like, nah, dog, I ain't working with you because you got your cheeks out?
I mean, I've always... So growing up as a kid, like, just people hear you say, oh my gosh, you're so talented, you always hear this. So I've always gotten a lot of praise. And even still now, like, I'm just like, I mean, there's nothing wrong with, like, the love, but
sure,
it's the haters that make you, like... The ones who making memes out of you and talking shit about you at 4 in the morning, like, those are the ones who make you, you know? So, like, I've never... Not really, because when they find out, they're like, oh, the music's high, you can really sing, like, you have a lot of energy, you dance and sing at the same time. Oh, that's pretty dope. It's pretty gay, but, you know, like, that's dope. So, and then they're like, oh, so who makes your beats? Oh, I do.
Okay.
Huh? Especially when I first started out. They're like, nah, for like, who makes your shit? I said, I make my shit. Do you want to see the project file right now?
Right.
I got the computer on my back.
That's what's up.
Like, so there's a certain level of respect that I've actually received in the community. Like, there's still people who will look over and just be like, I don't know. But I'm like, the person you were talking, I got pretty much the nod off from some of the biggest names in the city.
Okay.
So, and collaborated with J Triple.
Well, there you go.
Fuck with
J Trip.
I mean, yeah. If you coming with, I guess if you coming with talent, then I guess it doesn't matter, right? I mean, obviously,
talent outbeats clout.
Sure, there you go. I mean, if you weren't as talented, obviously, then you probably might get some pushback. But since you're doing your thing, probably not. Huh?
Well, I think people mainly get, when they see how I dress, they have a preconceived idea of what I'm gonna do. So, like, when they think of other gay artists, they think I'm like, I see it in people's eyes. Like, all right, so I know exactly what he's gonna do. He's gonna get on stage,
right,
talk about how good his ass is, some shit like that. How every nigga want him, and I'm like, and no, I have content, because that's what. To be honest, it's hard for me to even get on board with a lot of upcoming, like, even gay rappers, because I'm like, that's all they want to talk about, and I'm like, bruh,
calm down.
Pipe the.
They're trying to be like the gay Lil Kim.
No, they want to be Nicki Minaj.
Or, yeah, all right, Nicki Minaj, sure.
Because they're all like mine.
See, that's how old school we are, though, right? Like, we talking about Lil Kim.
Lil Kim is my influence,
She
to
used
be
to rap
honest.
about her pussy
How many
all the
licks
time,
is my
so.
shit? Like,
All right.
whoo.
Okay, all right. So, since we're talking about, musical inspirations, who's the biggest, man? Or was there, like, a song or an artist that made you be like, you know what? I want to do music. I want to be a performer. Was there a family member or anything like that to make you be like, this is what I want to do?
Growing up in church, I always wanted to be the soloist on Sunday or at at the musicals and everything like that. So I mean, it's always come natural. I've always been in plays. Sometimes I was too nervous, or just too shy. So sometimes I'd just be like, "What was my line?" When I knew I knew the entire script front and back when I was like 8 or 9. So it just was like scared, like stage fright or something, or just scared to say something. It was just like fuck shit up. But I've always wanted to be in the. So to say the center of attention, so that first was church. Then, like, when I was 5, because Crazy in Love came out 15 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah, no, 15 years ago, dog.
Shit. Okay.
Right. I remember, I was not allowed to watch music videos.
Okay.
So, like, this one time, my sister's playing MTV or something, and I see Beyonce just walking. I hear, like, this music. I'm like, fuck. Well, I was 5, so I wasn't saying fuck. Sure. But I was just like, whoa. And, like, I just saw, like, this walk. Such power, And then, you ready? Watched the whole video and didn't get interrupted. Like, it was my first time seeing a whole music video.
Okay.
And not getting, like, in trouble for it. So I, like, ran. I was like, who is? I asked my sisters. Because I see it's just people. So I asked myself, I was like, you have her number? So I was like, right, like pause. So actually, I used to say this all the time as a kid, and used to cry when people told me I was lying and stuff like that. So, later along in my career, someone's gonna pull this interview and check me on it. But so when I found out, some months later, actually, my family and I went to Arizona.
Okay.
And so my family's my mom was born and raised, not born and raised, but she was born in Texas, lived there for 2 years, came to Colorado. My family's from Louisiana.
Okay.
So we go to Arizona, and and one of my cousins tells us, oh, so